Hello everyone, I hope everyone's doing pretty good today. Just wanted to give you guys some background information in terms of the full moon in Libra. It just so happens that the sun as of now is in Aries, so it's opposing the Libra moon, which Aries and Libra are opposite zodiacal signs. So just to remind everyone, Aries is independent, self-interest, leadership and action, while Libra is partnership, social life, balance, and fairness. So the overall general meaning of this particular full moon in Libra is that we must become more aligned with what is important to us as individuals and to incorporate this into our relationships and partnerships of all kinds by creating more balance within the relationship or partnership. So I just wanted to give you guys some little background information on it. And due to the opposing or the opposition, I wanted to go ahead and do a little special for you guys in terms of each sign. So go ahead and watch your sign and watch your reading and make sure to like, share, subscribe, and also comment and tell me what you guys think. All right. I also wanted to provide you guys with a card placement / position. Little key here. So for the first card, it stands for releasing, things you should be letting go of in your life. The second is retaining, things you should be holding close to you. The third card is receiving, things that are coming into your life. The fourth card is surroundings, how the world around you is affecting you. Then we have the fifth card, which is giving, what you should be giving to others. Then the sixth card is beginning, something new that will begin soon. And then the final card is your lesson, what you should be learning at this point. All right, guys, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. Hello, Aquarius, and here's your reading for the full moon in Libra. Let's shuffle and get started. All right. There we go. Excuse me. Guardian angels of love and light, ancestors lost and known in the seas of time, please intercede into this reading to provide Aquarius with the clarity and direction as to which he or she seeks, and please grant me, the reader, the objectivity to read the cards and relay the messages as they are meant to be. Right, Spirit, release the first card for Aquarius for releasing. The Seven of Swords. Aquarius. Aquarius, Aquarius. But doesn't mean necessarily it's you, but let's see what everything else says. Okay, go ahead and release the second card, Spirit, for retaining for Aquarius. This card wanted to flipped up. The Empress in reverse. Spirit, release the third card for receiving. The Four of Swords in reverse. To release the fourth card for surroundings. The Three of Wands in reverse. Release the fifth card for giving for Aquarius for the full moon in Libra. Oh wow, okay. I'm going to take this one since it fell on the table. These fell on the floor. Pick them up. I'm going to take this one too. Tell me to take it. So for the fifth position or surroundings. I'm sorry, I apologize again. For the fifth position for giving, we have the Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands. I'm sorry, I don't know what's going on with me. The Ten of Wands in reverse. And for the sixth position, the Eight of Wands, upright. Okay, I'm going to look under the deck, and I'm going to take that as the seventh card as well, Aquarius. You're kind of speaking to me a little bit. It's the Seven of Pentacles in reverse for your lesson. Okay. So for the things you should be letting go of in your life, Aquarius, there's a little bit of deceit kind of going on, a little bit of secrecy. Not necessarily maybe coming from you, but maybe things that your motives or the things that you're maybe possibly involved in. Releasing or letting go of being not so honest maybe with people or with certain situations. Because then you can't be yourself, Aquarius. And there's deceit involved. And everything always comes out. Or the truth always shines through and comes through. And when you're hiding that sword, and it just so happens to be a sword, that's crazy. When you hide that sword, see his eye? For you. Sorry, it's out of focus there. His eye is right there because he always has to look and watch. Sorry, guys, let me zoom in for you. There you go. He always has to look and pay attention to make sure that no one's looking or that to cover his tracks. This becomes very exhausting, Aquarius. And then you can think to yourself also, put the card down. You can also think to yourself too, Aquarius, why do you feel the need to be so secretive? Is it maybe insecurity? Why does there always have to be a motive of deception or deception period, point blank in all aspects? Do you feel like other people are being like that with you as well, so then you feel like it's a form of reciprocity? I'm going to leave it at that, Aquarius, for you. Okay, so for the second card, for things you should be holding close to you, Aquarius, are you creating things that are formidable? Are you creating things that are viable? Because along with the secrecy, I'm trying real hard to not kind of put them together because they're like specific placements and situations. But I feel like I'm gonna kind of maybe have to do that in this reading a little bit. Are you creating the things that are positive for you? Because along with the secrets and the deception from you or from other people, you're not staying true to yourself. So therefore, I don't think you're creating things that are that which is of abundance or that which is profitable or that speaks to you or that is a viable option within your life. Because when you're deceptive with other people, Are you really true to yourself? And therefore, are you creating the things that portend truth and clarity of yourself? Because the secrets end up kind of hurting you in the end, because then you create those false I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce that word. Apparitions, in terms of you're creating falsehoods for yourself, Aquarius. And when you create falsehoods for yourself, the people that are around you that you do love and that you do trust can't really trust you, because then you're left with not really trusting yourself. So hold that close to you. Are you creating the things that you're supposed to be creating that serve you? In the third position, we have the Four of Swords in reverse. Okay, Aquarius, for this particular position, things that are coming into your life, are there certain situations that are manifesting, that are coming into your life, that throw you off kilter? Or that you feel that you can't have that stillness during the chaos? But you have to ask yourself, why can you not achieve that stillness? Does your sword have blood on it? Therefore, is it bleeding onto your coat? Like the lamb right here? Because if you can't achieve that stillness and that coping, it's because back to you're not being true to yourself, Aquarius. You're not making those sound decisions, and you're not being completely and fully honest with people. And if there's always a motive in your actions, then you're always going to have to look and peer out with the eye. So you can never ever achieve that moment of stillness. But will you ever? The only time you will is if you start to be honest and true to yourself. Even the small things, Aquarius. If you can't be honest about the smallest little things, how is that going to transpire when the big things come up? And when people around you see that you're being deceptive over the small things, forget experiencing the big things with them, or those pivotal moments within a relationship when it transforms. Because it will transform, but maybe not so much in a cohesive manner. Okay, for how the world around you is affecting you. Three of Wands in reverse. You feel like you have to do a lot of things on your own, which is good. It builds character, it builds independence. But sometimes we want to be able to rely on other people to help us out, or to use their help as assistance, when we can't seem to kind of just figure it out on our own, or do it all on our own. But going back to maybe the secrecy and the deception a little bit, who's going to want to offer that type of help? Is maybe that's why you're doing it all on your own, and you feel like you kind of have to? Do people reproach your actions? Are people finding loopholes, or are people finding holes in your stories? Is your infrastructure breaking down? And if your infrastructure is breaking down and you are doing it all on your own, what does that tell you? Are you doing a great job? For the fifth position, we have the Ten of Swords in reverse. Sorry, I keep saying that. The Ten of Wands, I apologize, in reverse. So in this position, in terms of giving, what you should be giving to others, are you burdening people? Should you not burden so many people? Are you attracting negativity? Or are you giving negativity? Because what you attract, you more than likely give out. Do you always find yourself having or needing to walk away? Sometimes we do have to walk away from certain situations, of course. I'm a firm believer in that. But if you're always walking away, two things could, possibly be the culprits. The people that you're allowing into your life, or your own judgment self. But even then, Aquarius, those two things that I just mentioned, that were aforementioned right now, the root of it all is you as an individual. You can't be deceptive with other people and then believe that you're going to have a positive vibe that exudes out of you and that people are going to give you back a form of respect, or that people are going to give you back what you feel you deserve. Because if you feel like you deserve the respect and to be a person of dignity, or you deserve the dignity, are you giving that? Or you're giving indignant or indignants out to other people? And the fact that these people are still around, whether they're cognizant of the deception or not, it does go to show you that they do love you and they do appreciate you, and they're willing to somewhat look past all of that. But at the same time, that speaks to the character of those other people as well, if they're cognizant of the deception. I feel like you need to lighten up on people, and you need to get rid yourself of the deception and rid yourself of the dishonesty. Because you're only hurting yourself in the end, because then the people leave and then you're left with just yourself. And if you can't be honest with other people, it means you're not honest with yourself, and you can't run away from yourself, Aquarius. There's only one way out, and I'm not even going to mention it. We can use our imagination. But even then, your soul will reincarnate, and then you'll be given that karma. The sixth position of something new that will begin soon. The Eight of Wands here. I feel like a big, huge change is going to come. Not necessarily like the Tower card, but there's going to be a change in the way you do things and the way that you handle things. And I feel like this change is not really going to, initially or at first, you're going to see it as a growth spurt, but it may be a change in which seems inconvenient. But I feel like some of the truth is going to spill out, and people are going to call you probably on the things that you are doing or you're portraying or that you're giving out to them. And when they do call you on those things, Aquarius, you cannot be upset. You have no right to reproach their approach towards you. Because if you were being truthful, you would have nothing to hide. And if people have to check you or get maybe somewhat the truth out of you, whose fault is that? Because if that person actually is willing to do that and to stand up on their own 2 feet and actually call you on those things, that's a person of substance. That's a person of valor who has respect for themselves. And you cannot be upset at them calling you on certain things in which the root cause or the root is deception that was given by you. So I feel like something like that, there's a possibility that maybe you would be involved in something like that. That's what I'm getting from the reading as a whole. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. That's all I have right now. So for the 7th and final card, as to what you should be learning at this point, the 8 of Pentacles. I'm sorry, the 7 of Pentacles. I'm like super off right now. This card in this position, Aquarius, I feel like the things that you should be learning now, or your lesson, is your moments of contemplation as to decide which road to take or which trajectory to actually take. How's that going for you? Because if you're always having to look behind your back, if you're always finding yourself being a compulsive liar or being deceptive, your contemplation's off. It isn't where it's supposed to be, or you're contemplating methods or your skills need refinement. You have a lot to think about, Aquarius. I feel like this is like a general reading, like for the month or something. This is crazy. But that change is going to come. And when it does, take it as a learning experience and as a learning curve, Aquarius. Because maybe that person, may teach you something. And once again, you cannot be upset at them for questioning you when dishonesty and deceit is the root cause, or is the seed that was planted. Okay, so as a recap, Aquarius, something told me to look at the bottom of the deck. The 4 of Wands. The Father of Swords in reverse. The 9 of Pentacles in reverse. So as a general recap, and then I'll explain these. Enough with the deception, Aquarius, because you're not creating anything great for yourself. Because you can't have those moments of proper contemplation and stillness within the storm. Because you're always having to look behind your back. Being inside of a sort of a paranoid state. You need to talk to people and be more honest, Aquarius. And stop being deceptive, because then you burden other people and you cause them to put themselves, or allow themselves, let me say, to be in a negative space. But someone worth some anger is certainly worth some effort, though. So if they're still around, Aquarius, take that into consideration. They see that good in you, but do you see it in yourself? Okay, so I feel like these cards right here, since they're at the bottom of the deck, one after the other, When this is accomplished, Aquarius, and this change comes and you take it as a learning experience and you learn from it and you change your ways, nothing but accomplishments and success and celebration will come. But if you don't change it, you're coming up in your own reading in reverse. Maybe you need to put a little bit of emotion in things to see the truth. Because with that comes honesty. And when the Father of Swords is upright, he's fair. But why are you in reverse? And when he's upright, he's also very analytical. But your contemplation's off, so your analytical skills must be off. And when you don't change, Aquarius, and when you don't take this as a learning experience, changing, the abundance and the happy home is also in reverse. You won't be able to achieve those certain things because the root of it is deception. And you're not happy with yourself, Aquarius. Okay? This reading wasn't meant to beat anyone up. It was meant to be really positive and good, but I feel like it is. It's just a little bit of tough love. All right, Aquarius? I don't want to ask if you enjoyed your reading for the full moon or the full moon in Libra, but remember, this is all a learning experience, Aquarius. Okay? See ya.